Good afternoon, my name is Becky Anderson, and I'm a sport performance psychology coach. And today I'm here to figure out how I can add to your team. How can I help you? How can I enhance your team? What can I do to help you improve and reach your goals? So, with that being said, we're going to talk a little bit about what sports performance psychology is, what my approach is, what you guys think it is, and how we can work together to make a good relationship and get the outcomes you want. Sport performance psychology. This can happen in many settings. The meetings can take place in the training room, in a locker room, at the gym, at the field, a quick meeting in a public place, or it could take place in a private setting, in an office, in a conference room of the sporting team. And what can go on in there is the sport performance psychology coach finds the specific needs of the performer. What is their outcome that they want to have happen from the meetings? Is it reaching an ideal performance? Overcoming an obstacle or a challenge that they've had? Is it improving on a weakness? Building on strengths? Goal setting, creating a plan to get to your goals? Those are kind of the heavy-hitting things that we think of when we hear sport performance psychology. Okay, getting the best out of the performer, taking what they have and using all of their potential. You just heard a little bit about sport performance psychology. Now I would like to hear what you think it is. What are thoughts and phrases that come to mind when you hear it? Or what are experiences that you previously have with it or have heard about? I'd like us to discuss a little bit about your perspective so we can come to an understanding and agreement on what sport performance psychology is to us in this room right now. So, my approach to sport performance psychology is all about you. You are the performer. You are the expert. You are knowledgeable about your environment, what it takes to succeed, and what you need to do. So together, we can work towards being successful in your environment, in your world. In my approach, I'm going to get to know you and you're going to get to know me. That's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to evaluate and see, is this going to be a good mix? Will we be able to work together? And if we agree that this is a good mix and we're going to work together, we're going to continue to get to know each other. We're going to build a relationship. We're going to have trust. We're going to be honest. We're going to have communication, and we're going to talk things through together. So it's really important that we recognize we're going to have a good dynamic. So once we establish yes, I'm going to continue to learn about you, learn about who you are, what is your world, what is your performance domain right now. And I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to learn your language, learn what it is that you do and how you do it, what makes you successful right now. And I'm going to ask questions and repeat things back to you so you know we're on the same page. And you can ask me questions and, you can teach me things. And questions that I'm going to ask you, I'm going to ask, what is your desire? What are your needs? What's your goals? What is your outcome that you want to see happen at the end of our sessions? And what is our goal here? Once we identify our goal, we are going to pull out your positives right now. What are you doing that's working well? And we're going to celebrate those, and we're going to recognize them because we want you to continue doing those. And when we recognize these positive things, that builds your self-esteem, and I want performers to be confident in their abilities and what they're doing. I am a huge positive person. I love celebrating people's successes and what they do well. With that being said, I know in performance there's always something to improve on because we want to be the best that we can be. So then, after we celebrate what we're doing well right now, what can you do to improve? What obstacle can we overcome? So in that identification of the area you want to overcome, we're going to work to find a solution. We're going to evaluate. We're going to look at it from a couple different perspectives. We're going to try to find a solution together that's going to improve your performance. We're going to set little goals. I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to challenge you to take that next step. But we're going to do this together. This is us working towards your goal. All right? So I'm a huge believer in that our relationship of trust and honesty is really the foundation, and being positive and finding a solution and moving forward. We can't change the past, so we're looking forward and we're celebrating our successes and we're moving forward on improving. So far we've discussed sport performance psychology, what my approach is to that, what would happen in some sessions, and what are things that we would discuss and talk about and how we would go about reaching our goal. I think it's time to talk a little bit about myself. I am a family member, a friend, an athlete, a teacher, a coach, and a sport performance coach. I value my relationships with my family and friends. They're a huge part of my life, and they've helped me get to where I am right now, so I owe thank you to them. As an athlete, I played a variety of sports growing up: basketball, soccer, volleyball, track and field, cross country, and other recreational sports: water skiing, wakeboarding, sand volleyball, hiking, trail running. Those are things that I've enjoyed. I love being active and being outside and exercising. That is just something that I feel is very important. It is a stress reliever, and it makes me happy, and I love to be happy. As a teacher, I am a middle school PE teacher. I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students. It can be a challenge, but it is also very rewarding when there is a student who got their first push-up, or a student who increased their pacer test by 10 laps, or a student who made a layup for the first time. And it is just so rewarding to see these students work hard and reach a goal, and to see other students recognize their successes. It is just so awesome. As a coach, I coach middle school cross country, high school basketball, and high school track. The variety of athletes I encounter open up my eyes to different perspectives and different approaches, and I think that makes me unique in that I can see things from many perspectives, and I'm open and am capable of listening to different ways of doing things. Also, as a sport performance coach, this is something that I had an interest in back in college. As a teacher and coach, I see the value in this helping myself perform as a teacher and coach, but then also helping my athletes and my students do their best. I have a master's in psychology performance from National University. So that's just a little bit about myself. How does a middle school PE teacher wind up being a sport performance psychology coach? It started back at Illinois State University. I was a physical education, teacher education major. In that program, we had a prerequisite class, Psychology of Sport. That class was my favorite class. I loved it. And ever since then, it has always been an interest of mine, and I've always thought about it, especially being an athlete and a coach and a PE teacher now. It's always been in the back of my mind. And, part of me was interested in changing my major, but I knew I wanted to be a PE teacher. I love being active. I love working with kids. And I have a desire to help others learn and grow, and I just knew I needed to be a PE teacher. But I think my experience as a PE teacher makes me unique. I'm exposed to so many different types of students and different mindsets and approaches that it has opened me up to be objective, and I can see things from different perspectives. You know, another thing, how I got here, I love seeing people celebrate, and it brings a lot of joy to me to see people work hard and accomplish something they've been working towards, and I really value that. I can appreciate the hard work and the dedication that it takes, and you know what? It does eventually pay off. It's different for each person and depending on your goal, but it does pay off. As a high jumper in college at Illinois State, I had a back injury. It kept me out for a while, and I came back with my 5th year of eligibility, and I qualified for NCAA regionals. If you were to ask my mother, she would say, no, there's no way she's ever going to qualify for NCAA regionals. And my mother loves me, so it's saying a lot. But I had a team to help me, and I had my coaches, my high jump coach, my sprint coach, the strength and conditioning coaches, the athletic trainer. There was a group of people who maybe not necessarily believed I'd make it to regionals, but believed that I could come back in high jump, believed that I could jump high again. And, you know, with their belief and with the belief in myself and goal setting and hard work and determination and plenty of failures along the way, their encouragement helped me and my own encouragement helped myself. This experience is something that's going to help me empathize and relate to athletes and coaches. This is a valuable experience that makes me unique in that there's a journey, there's a process, and I want to be part of your team and part of your journey and your process, and I want to see you celebrate, and I want to give you a high five and see that smile on your face when you reach your goal. That is something I'm so passionate about because it is so rewarding when you get that goal. So, to wrap things up, I want to help your team. Finding the positive, solution focused, working together, collaborating, and finally celebrating those successes. That's what I'm about. I want to help your team celebrate. So how can we do that? If you think this is going to be a good fit for you and your team or your athletes, get in touch with me. I'd like to sit down and learn more about your world. So, thank you for listening. I appreciate your time. Have a good day.